My name is Naomey, a Kepler student. I'm working on the project Psychology at Work. This project requires uh, free deliverables. One is an employee handbook, another is a video, another thing is the reference that shows where I got the information I used in my handbook. So this video uh, re is contained by the the main idea from two videos, one by Naomey Singer, another by Brandon Bouchard. So it will also have like the comparing the comparison of those videos. Also it will have one real life example of where stress can be rising at workplace. So let's start by Sinja Naomey in her video. It was about how to be happy. She gave main tips that can help someone to be happy. She said if someone wants to be happy for an hour, he must take a nap. If he want to be happy for a day, he must go fishing. If he want to be happy for a month, he get married. And if he want to be happy for a year, he inherit a fortune. And if he want to be happy for a real life time, he helps somebody else. So from the research made, uh, it shows how a person can be happy by acting kindly. So she shows 5 acts of kindness that can be done by anyone else. So the first act is buying someone a book or anything. This is a kind of this is an act of kindness that shows how much you really care about someone. Another thing is to take a friend to the airport. This is also an act of kindness. Another thing is to help homeless, those people who are very poor, who cannot afford what their their life wants them to have. When you help them, it is another act of kindness. So another thing is to visit someone at the hospital. Those people who are very sick, they need some people to care about them. So when you visit someone at the hospital, this is an act of kindness. The last thing she said is to say thank you to someone. Many people deny to say thank you when they they have good things to say, but it is an act of kindness that shows that you are really satisfied about what you have what you have. So let's continue by the second video by Brandon Bouchard. It was about uh, the, the secret of happiness. So he said happiness is taught both in philosophy and psychology, which means that happiness is the great thing in the life of someone. So there are some tips of being happy. He started by uh, physical happiness. The first thing is to sleep 8 hours or more per day. Another thing is to drink more water. The another thing is to avoid type of food we are allergic to. Another he said also to avoid white starch food and to eat more greens. We must remember also to take a break when we are we are having many things to do, to move around like doing sport. Also we can avoid sugary thing and coffee. There are also emotional happiness. uh, Even though people are very different in the thing that make them happy, but uh, some people get their happiness when they are praying. So religion help many people to become to increase their happiness. So this is what was said by Brendan Butchert about religion, how people can pray, can believe in their God. So this helps them to be happy. Another thing is to give more love. So when you love someone, when you are when you are in society and the love is there, so the society is cool and the happiness is there. So after identifying the main idea that have been said in those videos, I'm going to compare uh, both videos. uh, in general, those videos talks about how people can be happy, how happiness of people can be increased, how you can live with happiness. So differently, they have one thing in a different, because the first one, Rimbomi Sky, shows the experiment that have been made about how people can be happy, about 5 kinds of acts of kindness that can help people to be happy. This was an experiment and it was tested for some period of time, and it was really more clear than those of Brendan Butchard, because Brendan Butchard, what he said was true, but they are like the opinion. There is no evidence. There is no clear experiment that have been conducted. But for the first one, Rainbow Sky, she shows the experiment that have been made. So this is what I can say on comparing those uh, those videos. So once I was at school, and uh, I had the assignment to do. I have a meeting, and urgently my brother called me because he was very sick. uh, I missed what to do because it was I have a, the heavy schedule that I must handle. In that situation, I decided to to communicate in class that I'm going to miss them, and immediately I went to see my brother. So I was very stressed because of all those things I must handle. But it was not successful because I did not communicate in the meeting that I'm going to be absent. I only communicate in the class that I'm going to miss that class. So I promise my teacher to redo the work they did when I was not there, and in the meeting it required me to schedule with my supervisor another time for meeting. And my brother, as I went to see him, uh, he was well, and I the situation or the stressful time was over because I done the work, and I scheduled the meeting. So this is how I handled that stressful situation with my boss and my class. This kind of stress that happened to me can also happen in workplace or in any company like Acme Wigate. So the important thing to do in this situation is to communicate to your boss or your supervisor that you are having some urgent thing to deal with. Also, you must schedule accordingly our tasks, so as to know what can be accomplished and the time to be accomplished. So thank you. This is the end.